Howdy! Hope everybody is well. Games on Sky Sports Plus, for those wondering. All that, Dingle, good to see you, mate. Hope you're doing well. Evening, Finn. Belfast man. You were James. You were James, weren't you? Were you James? I think. Here we go again. Indeed. Sky Sports Plus HD. Indeed. Poll in the live stream chat. Get your votes in, peeps. If you got any exact score predictions, let me know. I did back Saints in this one. I was mainly worried about Leigh's pack. That's what I was initially concerned about. I didn't know whether Knowles was going to be there. I didn't know if Delaney was going to be there. I didn't know if Offengawi was going to be there. So Knowles isn't. Of course, Offengawi is. Delaney is. I still lean towards Saints in the forward pack. I still think Hanley can be a difference maker. Lamb, of course. I kind of just think this is the kind of game for me. They're going to get into that back and forth grind, and it's Saints that'll enjoy it a bit more and can put up with it a bit more. Biggest issue for Saints is completion. They've had a lot of games. Yes, Jamie, it's Sky Sports Plus HD, the main channel. I just think as long as Saints are completing at a high enough rate, I think they'll do it. Where's Tessinu? I was later told after I posted the predictions video that he wasn't fit. So it's the main one though, Jamie. That's it's slightly better. It's Sky Sports Plus, I guess. HD Plus. Hi all. Hello, Kieran. At Game and Away support stand, literally under the camera at back of stand. Red and black baseball cap with Chicago Blackhawks on it. Saints jersey and sleeveless black jacket. Okay. We have a target. Okay. We have a target. We're going to spot him. We're going to smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave. Paul Rolling Sky is good? Absolutely. So we're looking, away end, just below the camera at the top of the stand. Red and black baseball cap, Chicago Blackhawks on it. Saints jersey, sleeveless black jacket. Gotcha. How come you're not dual streaming? I just kind of thought after last week, it's a bit of stress sometimes doing it. And then doing the stream highlights video is a bit of a mess at times. I mean, they're easy enough to do. It's not difficult. It's just a bit of a mess. So I just wanted a bit of, I guess, more of a chill stream on this one. I'm doing a dual stream tomorrow with the two games. So I just thought, this is a big game. You know when I said last week, like you asked the same thing last week anyway, Alex, about why am I doing a dual stream? I think it was Wakefield Cass. In my head, that still could have been close. In my head, at least. But Wigan versus Castleford is an even greater margin for me, so I've just kind of brushed that one off. If it's a close game, fair enough. And there have been times I've picked one game before I used to do dual streams, and the other game looked great. But just thought I'd give this one a go. Got Sailor first try and Saints to win by 4. I'm going to go Felt first try. I think I had Saints to win by 4 as well. I think. Preparing for the quad stream next week. Yeah, I've just got to keep everything nice and just chilled and relaxed. Conserve the energy for the 4 games I need to watch at once next week. Can't wait. HI Protocol, but I don't know why he's out. Right, okay. Maybe just... I don't know. Maybe he's not 100%. They don't need to risk him, something like that. What's the odds for a Delaney shoulder to the head and sin bend? 11-1, I'd say. Not ridiculous, but not that likely. Saints need to start fast. They do. So the completion's going to be a huge deal. No, he's not. He's just being a bit of a goofy goober at the moment, James, unfortunately. Just... no, they're not, Dingle. Peter, ahoy hoy, sir, buckle up, we're in for a bumpy ride. We certainly are. Get in, short round, get in. Caden, that seems like a new name. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. Who won in the NRL? Storm beat Bulldogs this morning. It was a good game, actually. It was a pretty good game. So, because the Bulldogs were in the top 4, they can lose and stay in playoffs. So they will play the winners of Panthers vs Warriors, I think it was. Oh no, Sharks vs... I think it was Sharks vs Roosters, actually. It's one of those. One of those. Caden, I'm a YF fan. Makes no sense. Bulldogs lose but stay in finals. Well, yeah, because the thing is, Dingle, the top 4... So, there's 4 stages. I get what you mean, but it's like... They add more value to the top 4, basically. It just gives it more value. Which I also think is fair as well, because... Like, imagine... It's just first versus 8th, which would be the first matchups. And then you have an off day, and that's it, you're done. But this, like, gives you that leeway. You finish top 4, you obviously don't want to have an off day, but you get to have an off day. So I'm kind of on board with it. Harry, good to see you. I think it's Harry anyway. I think Saints will get Leeds away in playoffs. They might do. So as the table stands right now, Leeds would be at home to Wakey, Leigh would be at home to Saints. So we'll see how this one goes. And then my assumption would be that Leeds win against Wakey. If they do, that means that they'll have to go to Wigan. So Leigh versus Saints. If Leeds win, regardless of who wins between Leigh and Saints, they go to Hull KR. If Wakefield beat Leeds, Wakefield are guaranteed to go to Hull KR, and then whoever wins between Leigh and Saints would go to Wigan. So if you get top 4 and lose, you're staying in, but if you're 8th, you lose, you're out. Yeah, so the way it is, Dingle, is it'll be 1st versus 4th. The winner moves on a round. So you go from round 1 of playoffs to round 3 if you win as a top 4 team. And if you lose as a top 4 team, because it'll be 1st versus 4th, 2nd versus 3rd, if you lose as one of those top 4 teams, you then just move to the 2nd round. And then 2 teams from, let's say, 5th versus 8th, they'll play. The loser is then out. The winner joins the loser of one of the top 4 teams. If we make the playoffs, I want Leigh away in the eliminator. Let's see. You would, if you want Leigh away, you need Leigh to win this one. You need Leigh to finish 3rd. You stream Hull KR game tomorrow? Yeah, Caden, I'm doing both games tomorrow. 3rd versus 6th, 4th versus 5th. Yeah, it is. I'm talking about NRL, Jamie. Because Dingle was asking about NRL. Because he thinks that if a team loses, they should just be out. But I was like going through how it works. Got about 5 minutes to go. Leigh will get third, then I think it'll be Saints versus Leeds. I believe so. The only things that I believe are guaranteed for playoffs right now. So Hull KR are guaranteed a home semi-final. That is without question. They will 100% be in the semi-final and play at home. And whoever finishes 6th will not get a home game. That's the only things we can guarantee for now. At this point. So there's still a little bit that can change for the rest of the weekend and next weekend. Just in terms of who gets a home playoff game. But they're the only two things that are like locked in and that cannot change. So what happens? What needs to happen for Leigh to finish third? Leigh to lose to Wigan, Leigh win last two, or do they just need to win this? So for Leigh to finish third, they're 1 point behind Leeds. So if they win this one, they go a point ahead of Leeds. And then just, they win next week and they're third. Points difference-wise, they're not even close to Leeds. So they could lose today, but they'd need Leeds to lose next week. Leigh win one and they're third. Can't see Leeds beating Wigan. I think Leeds can. It just depends if they can adjust for next week. They've not had to do much adjusting for a while. I do think KR would beat Leigh right now, but I think anyone in that top 5 can beat anyone. Yeah, they don't look great. The thing is, though, Jamie, is like, even without Jake Connor, in some games, they'll just switch on. Like, the forward pack and offloads will be enough. On some occasions. Not always. But that could potentially be enough. Thank you, Arnold. Okay. They're going through the team list, so I will as well. If you've not voted on the poll, do that. That's in the live stream chat. And if you've got an exact score, let me know. Even if it's us or Wakey, is this one of the best playoff lineups? I think so. This is possibly going to be the best playoffs on paper that I think I might have ever seen. Possibly. In terms of quality. So, going through the team list, for Leigh in the backs they have Hodgson, Brand, Badrock, Hanley, Charnley, O'Brien and Lamb. The forwards include Trout, Ipape, Mulhern, Holton, Hughes and Liu. The bench is Penne, Offengawi, Davis and Dwyer. Tuatavake is the 18th man. For Saints in the backs they have Saylor, Felt, Robertson, Percival, Cross, Wellesby and Imbai. The forwards include Walmsley, Clark, Lees, Sirenen, Whitley and Batchelor. The bench is Lomax, Bell, Passy and Delaney. Benison is the 18th man. A Saints full strength, no. He is back. Arnold's back. No Knowles or Whitby. Anyone else? Good question. Dagnall? I guess you'd probably start Dagnall over Cross at this point. Lomax on the bench. No, I guess that's it. Oh yeah, Murphy. If there are any Saints fans in here, or just anyone, I guess you can let me know your thoughts. Would you start Murphy or Dagnall a left wing next year? Who would you, if you had to pick between the two, who would you start? I know there were some in here anyway. I knew you were one, but just people's thoughts. Would you start Murphy or Dagnall? I think I'd go Dagnall. I like Murphy, but I think I'd go Dagnall. From what he's been able to do this year, I've got no issues with either answer. But if I had to pick, And we're about to get underway, folks. I'll end this poll. 21 votes, 52% say Saints will win. Okay. Big game, this one, folks. Big game. Diagonal in centre, maybe? Maybe. If Percival keeps dropping it, we'll see. We will see. Folks, we're underway. St. Helens will kick to Leigh, collected by Lamb, hands it off to Robbie Mulhern. He takes it over the 10, and he'll play this about 15 out from his own try line. Holton with the next carry over the 20. Peter, you may die, but that is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Okay. Stop it. Stop it. Up towards the 30. 30 seconds gone. And a kick on the third tackle from O'Brien. Over the 20. Collected by Sailor. 15 out from his own try line. Think signing Sailor was a mistake? No. It made sense. Felt with a carry over the 40. It wouldn't have been my go-to option. But it's... I got it. I got the idea. In principle. A minute gone. Third tackle for Saints. Wellesby out the back to Sailor. Pops it across to Robertson. And the fourth tackle now coming up. They are inside Leigh territory. 40 metres out. Whitley with the next carry. Clark out the back to Mbai. Kicks from 35 metres out towards the back left. Good kick chase here. Brown under pressure. Collects it. Slammed into them. O'Brien gives it to Milo Hanley. Go on, lad. And it's going to be a penalty for Leigh, offside from St. Helens. Oh, did you, Dingle? Did you? Lovely stuff. 2 minutes gone. Penalty for Leigh. Lamb kicks into touch and they'll start a fresh set from their own 40. Is banned 3 seconds after? Maybe. You're an idiot, Mark, but let me tell you about this Rob guy. Nearly 2.5 minutes gone. Ipape in centre field. Over the halfway line. Mulhern with a great carry up towards Saints 40. I'll do it, Jamie. I'll do it. Nice 6-figure salary. I'll do that. O'Brien shifting it right. Hodgson, bit of room to run. Should have given that Hanley, would have finished it. That's why I should be in the England squad. In it's with Liu. Inside the red zone. 2 more tackles to go in this set. Great territory for Leigh. Shifting it left. Lamb. Cross to Hodgson. Pops up to Badrock. Charnley, a dummy off on the last. 3 minutes gone. Back towards the middle with Lamb. Back down the short side left. Robertson with a big tackle there. Very important tackle. There is no Niu. There is no Niu. Would have been huge in this game. Would have been of vital importance. But nay. He's not here. Up towards the 20. Try scored inside the first 10 minutes. 20 for Saints. That's the most in the league. Leigh, 5th best with 9. Okay, fair enough. Good starts for Saints then. Nearly 4 minutes gone. Wormsley going left to Mbai. Fakes a switch back. Then switches back to Percival. Half a break there. Good meters up towards the halfway line. 2 tackles to go. 4 minutes on the clock. Clark left to centre field. Goes right to Wellesby. Now Whitley. Goes himself up towards the 40 inside Leigh's half. Last tackle. Clark gives it to Mbai. 40 metres out. Plenty of height on this one. Good chase again. Hodgson collects it. Why are you playing the trumpet as he's under the high ball? What are you doing? That's Derek's fault, that. It's not good enough, Derek. O'Mara Hanley in possession. Stop just short of the 10. Bit of work for Leigh to do. Brand with the next carry. Over the 10. Through centre field. A few extra post-contact meters as well. Jack Hughes with the carry down the right edge. Shifting it left now. Early, or deep inside their own half, actually. Charnley, bit of room down the left-hand side, near the left touchline. Over the 30, last tackle. Bonjour, Leslie. And it's with O'Brien, hits the belly of the ball. More Burton bombs from him recently than Burton himself, strangely. Saylor collects it on his own 20, cuts back towards the middle, and he stops on the 30. 5 minutes and 20 seconds gone. Clark, now with Felt, making a few metres there, down the right edge. Robertson with a carry over the halfway line. And then it's Whitley with a carry up towards the 40. Nearly 6 minutes on the clock. In centre field with Wellesby. Shoots it left to Mbai. On the 40, he'll switch back to Sirinen. Up towards the 30. And Clark goes down the short side left to Mbai. Puts it just left of the post. This could be caught in goal. It is. That's going to be a 7-tackle set. 20-metre tap. You can't do that, Moses. You can't do that. Up towards the 30 from Hodgson already. Charnley with the next carry. Up towards the 40. Well, Mbai's been a pretty good kicker this year. He's had a couple of those where it's been like over the dead ball line, caught in goal, or out on the full. Like, he's had a few of them, but I think Mbai's value in this Saints team has gone unnoticed, I think. He's not perfect, but I think without him, they'd be in a much worse place. Mulhern with a carry up towards Saints 30. 7 minutes on the clock. Fourth tackle. Ipape right to Liu. Then O'Brien down the right edge. Across to Hodgson. Was hit then as he released the ball. But Hodgson will collect it on the 30. Last tackle. It's with Lamb. Kicks from 30 metres out towards the back right. Sailor underneath it. Goes up. Collects cleanly. And he'll play this just over his own 10. And by now with Cross up towards the 30. 7.5 minutes gone. And it's going to be a penalty for Saints. Percival with a carry. Clark wants a quick tap, I think, here. But why? I don't understand why we can't just... Why can't players just tap and go when they want to? I really don't get it. I really do not understand. 8 minutes on the clock. Robertson up towards Leigh's 20. Clark left to Wormsley. Straight into Liu. And Trout up towards the 10. In centre field. 10 metres out. Clark goes left to him by. Slightly wayward. Collected by Sirinen. Brought down just over the 10. He's going to play this about 8 or 9 metres out. Clark goes down the short side left. Percival. Not a great ball off to Cross, but he keeps a hold of it. Fourth tackle near the left touchline. Percival on his right to Batchelor. Last tackle. 3 metres out near the left-hand side. Clark. Right to him by. Kicks cross field. Plenty of height on this one. Knocked on by Wellesby, I think. Collected by Hughes. Leigh defused the situation. Or Hughes will diffuse the situation. Sorry. So, 9 minutes and 10 seconds on the clock. Leigh Leopards in possession. Over the 10 with Josh Charnley. Over the 20. with Badrock taking the latest carry. Ipape at dummy half, 9.5 minutes on the clock. Holton with the next one up towards the 30. Holton's been solid this year. I think the second half of the season for him has been pretty good. Hughes down the right edge, gets a great offload to Hanley. Is that wayward then? Or was it tipped on by a Saints player? Not too sure. It was touched by a Saints player as Hanley tried to flick the ball on. Well diffused there from Cross, because Brand could have been in there, so that was important from Cross. Still here, Rob, just watching. That's all right. You just chill, lad. You do you. Ten and a half minutes on the clock. It is a scrum for Leigh on their own 40. Charlie with the first carry of this fresh setup towards the halfway line. We'll play this for Ipape left of centre field. On his right to Holton. Takes the carry straight up, making about 5 or 6 metres there. I don't see that as a knock-on. What's the Saints player supposed to do? Make the tackle. He's supposed to get there before the pass. That's what he's supposed to do, Alex. That's why he's taking the risk by jamming in. So I think he has knocked it on. So he has to time the jam correctly. Lamb shifting it left. Draws a few in. Hodgson's through. He has support on his left. Badrock is in. Leigh score first. That was nice. This Lachlan Lamb geezer is a bit good, isn't he? Just a little bit. How many assists is that now? Surely it's over 40 at this point. Surely. Lamb is so good. He's so good. This will likely be 6-0 from where the try was scored. The kick should be fine. Let's see another replay of this. With Liu across to Lamb. Draws Wellesby in there. Out of the back to, or just for that pass across to Hodgson. Fair play, mate. Fair play. Look at that. Looked easy. It did a bit. I'm not sure if it was Whitley's fault. Was it Wellesby's fault? Somebody took some bait somewhere. And the kick is good. So 13 minutes gone. 6-0 for the Leigh Leopards. Thirteen and a half minutes gone. Back underway. Saints kick to Leigh, collected on the try line by Lamb. Gives it to Mulhern. And he carries it just over the 10. Crisp packet out of nowhere. Welcome. So that actually changes playoffs as of right now. So Leigh would be at home to Wakefield as of right now. And Leeds would be at home to Saints. As it stands. Trout with a carry up towards the 40 for Leigh. Fourth tackle coming up, 15 minutes gone. Ipape, right to O'Brien, is going to kick on the fourth. 40-20 attempt here. Is it just short? I think it was just short. Yes, it was. Distance was decent. Angle, almost. Very close. Saints in possession on their own 20. Approaching 15 minutes gone. Clark in centre field. So now with Cross. It's getting dragged back here. So we go, 15 minutes gone. Oh, for God's sake. Walmsley with the next carry. Up towards the 30. Clark will shift it left. Lees goes to him by. Then across to Sailor. Eating up good meters. Now Percival cuts back inside slightly. Inside Leigh territory. With 2 more tackles to go up towards the 40. And by shifting it right to Wellesby. Switches back to Robertson up towards Lee's 30 and a few meters over it. Last tackle. Clark, now with him behind centre field. Kicks towards the, or just left of the post. Decent chase again. Bounces once. And goes over the dead ball line. Another 7 tackle set. 20-metre tap. 16 minutes on the clock. It's well placed. Put the receivers under pressure there. Just no one really committed to it. It was like 4 or 5 plays there, just let it bounce. Okay, Chris Packett, let's chill. Let's chill. Leigh up towards halfway. Wigan up 12-0 already. Okay, well, there we go. Who would have thunked it? It's with Liu. Shifts it right to O'Brien, then to Lamb. Across to Hanley. Good tackle there from Percival. 4th tackle, 40 metres out. It's with Lamb. Now Trout carries it straight up, a few metres shy of the 30. Ipape, short side right to O'Brien. Kicks from 40 metres out. Sailor underneath it, collects it. Good rush there from Hodgson to get him stopped. Plays it for Felt. He's going to scoot and take it up towards the 20. LG. God, that's a blast from the past. .25 out from their own try line. Clark will go short side left to Cross up towards the 30. Walmsley with the next carry. Last tackle coming up. Clark at dummy half. Down the short side left to him by. Kicks from behind the 40. Plenty of distance on this one. Over the head of Charlie. Does get a touch on it. He's going to collect it on his own try line. So that was a good kick there from him by. Takes it over the 10. Still pumping his legs up towards the 20. That's a good return from Charlie there. Hodgson with the next carry. Cutting back close to the middle. Makes a few extra meters. Ipape. Now with Badrock, the try scorer. Brought down on the 30. Slammed into the ground. 3rd tackle, Ipape will switch back to Mulhern. Straight back to marker. Or to the markers, I should say. Quick play of the ball for Ipape. Scoots. Good meters inside Saints territory. Field position looking better for Leigh in the first quarter so far. Sailor, well, it's knocked backwards by Holton. Lamb cutting back towards the right. They've got plenty of space. Trying to shrug off Sailor. Another defender comes in. Didn't see who that was. I think that was Sirenen. Is it a 6 again? Was it not Holton that knocked it backwards? Was Sexton in the Bulldogs the one that's going Catalans? Yes. Was that not knocked back by... I thought that was knocked by Polton. Lamb switches back to Holton. Nearly held. He's going to be stopped 10, maybe 9, maybe 8. 5. 5 metres out. Left at posts. Pape, right to Liu. Straightens up. Stop 2 metres out in front of the right post. 20 minutes gone. Third tackle of Pape. Pops it up. Didn't see who to. They could be in. Moore's got to check it. This could be a try for Leigh. Close to the sticks. Bloke holding 2 pints just like, it's not a try, mate. It's not a try. On-field decision is no try. I've got a sneaky feeling he got there, but I'm not convinced about it. I didn't see it. I've just, part of me thinks, I think he might have got it. But it's very close. This angle might tell us, maybe? Could they potentially give this as double movement? Or call it as double movement, I should say. Is this going to be... This is going to be a penalty for Saints, this, for double movement. Mate, the crowd's cheering. They're going to be so upset in a second. They're going to be so upset. They're cheering. They're going to be so upset. Oh, no. Oh, no. Sorry. They were convinced. It was in their grasp. They thought they had the world. Oh, the boos start ringing around. We must be at the Halliwell Jones. Nearly 21 minutes gone. Wells being centre field. Next carry up towards the 40 from Batchelor. He does that. Sometimes he does look like he's going to get real upset. And by shifting it left to Sailor, eating up some more metres down the left-hand side. A couple of times Saints have done this. If they can find some proper breaks off the back of it, that'd be huge. But that side defensively has been good this year. Is that Delaney on as well? It is. Delaney's going to start a brawl with somebody. Can't wait. Clark goes right to him by. Fakes a switchback. Then switches back to Batchelor up towards the 30. Last tackle. Clark goes left to him by. Scuffs it. Percival offloads it. Basically a knock on. Okay. 22 minutes gone, Leigh in possession, 15 out from their own try line. Opinion of Wellsby in the halves. Not great. I agree with John Wells on commentary. Whitby should probably be in there. And a penalty for Leigh. A bloody penalty. Was there dissent as well? And a bit of dissent, a bit of mouthing off. Yeah, Wellsby does actually have a case in that point. So Trout will take the first carry of this set up towards St. Helens 30. They have a fresh set here. Yeah, that's true. I just think the call initially was wrong. So with Liu, then to Mulhern, just short of the 20. Left to O'Brien, out the back to Lamb, back on the inside to Hanley. Still going. Still going. God, he's good. 5 metres out, over on the left-hand side of the field. 23.5 minutes gone. Plays it for Ipape. On his right to O'Brien. On his right to Liu. Brought down 10 metres out. Fourth tackle in centre field. Ipape. Option on his left with Trout. Gives it to him. He's going to hit the brick wall immediately. Plays it 5 out in front of the left post. Ipape right to Liu. Now O'Brien. Across to Lamb. Don't do it to him. Don't do it to him. Across to Brand. Cuts back inside. Keane and Brand. The bombshell has re-entered the Villa. And he might have scored a try. They are going to check it. On-field decision is a try. And we'll have a little gander. I'm not sure what you guys say no try. I didn't spot anything. Did you guys see an obstruction or something like that? Because I didn't see anything wrong with it. Oh, it could be Hanley on... I don't know. What are you guys saying no try for? Because I didn't actually see anything wrong with it. Percival just slips over. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough, that'll be Keane and Brand. Will make it 10-0. Wigan are going to have to save me today with my predictions. So far, I've already got one wrong. I had Leeds to beat Catalans. Most people would have done anyway, but I did back Saints in this one. Thought their defence and forward pack might be enough. It doesn't help that Wellesby's at 6. He's not as comfortable with it. What's wrong with that, Josh? What's wrong with that? Still 12-0 for Wigan. Fair dues. Fair dues. So it is 10-0 with a kick to come. Near the right touchline. Lamb now has 40 assists. Jake Connor is second with 30. Lewis with 27. Damn. Damn. O'Brien near the touchline. The kick is... looks good. It is good. It is good. 12-0 for Leigh. $18-0 Wigan, fair enough. Lamb collects it, hands it off to Mulhern. 26 minutes gone. Wellesby taking his time to get up there. Lamb then gives it to Holton on his right, up towards the 20. Ipape with a strong carry over the 30. Plays it for Lamb in centre field. Left to Hodgson. Now Liu up towards halfway. Ipape goes left to Lamb. Kicks towards the back left. Sailor is there. And he lets it bounce on the touchline. Just slowing the game down a bit. Keeping Saints pinned back. Good stuff from Lamb. Good stuff. Harry, I don't think there's anything in those messages that pointed that he was talking to you. Cernan gets an offload to him by. He tries to offload it. It is collected by O'Brien, and by not having the best day here. No, I do not have mods. But there's like YouTube's own thing will do stuff. Plus, I can still ban people or time people out if I need to, but it's all good. 28 minutes gone. 12 minutes to go in the first half. I think, based on how things are gone, Saints would be pretty lucky to go in the sheds at 12-0 down. Sailor down the right edge, up towards the halfway line. Good beaters off the back of the scrum. Felt near the right touchline. Now with Whitley. Up towards Leigh's 40. Harry, I'm not really sure what you're panicking about, mate. I'm not sure what you're panicking about. Anyway. Shifted it left. It's with him by. Cross to Sailor. Launched it back towards the middle with James Bell now in possession. Third tackle still. Shifting towards the right edge. Now inside the red zone. Robertson. Whitley. 12 metres out, right at the post. Clark gets it to Wellesby in centre field. Launches it left to him by. Across to... Is that Percival? He's going to be stopped 5 metres out, and that's a turnover. Harry, please hear me when I say this. Alex is just being silly. You've done nothing wrong. There is no reason to ban you. You can just chill, okay? You can just chill. Alex is just trying to play games, okay? Don't worry about it. 10 minutes to go. Charlie with a strong carry. A few metres shy of the 30. Fourth tackle. Oh, 40-20 attempt. Sailor's there. It's kind of cool from Tristan, that. It's kind of cool. Up towards the 30. Slides on his knees, collects the ball. Carries up towards the 30. Plays it now for Wellesby. Gives it to Felt. It's not looking great for Saints here. If they can pull a try out the bag here somewhere, that would be great. Alex, no. Stop. Thank you very much for the donation, Alex. Let's not do that. Let's not do it. Delaney with a break. Causing me to miss the game here, Alex. God. Up towards the 20. 9 minutes to go in the first half. Eventually plays it for Clark. Goes right to Bell. Pops up to Whitley. Across to Felt in the corner. Steps back inside. Lamb gets on top of him. Was he hit high? Is he going to milk this for a review? Oh, no, I'm hit. I'm hit. Oh, no, I can't move. Oh, no. Oh, ref, I'm going to die. I couldn't see any contact from that angle. Felt is going to have to go off for 2 minutes. Okay. Okay. He could have been killed. He could have been killed. And by on the last, kicks towards the post. We have a contest. It's an absolute mess. Saints put the ball down. Sirenen grounds it. What an absolute load of shenanigans that we need to take a look at. No try given on field. Video ref will check. Looks like everyone's on side anyway. What an absolute mess. Hopefully this is nice and clear. Oh, they said he was. Oh, they said he was offside. All right. Okay. 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 So no try. I got a new member, but no, it was just someone cancelling. What a shame. It's all falling apart. 32 minutes gone. 8 minutes to go. Penalty for Leigh. They kick into touch and they'll start a fresh set from their own 30. It's attack from Hanley. Carries it just short of the 40. Is no try. Next carry from Jack Hughes. Over the 40. Still going. He's still going. Never carried like that for Warrington. Up towards the halfway line. Shifting it left. Chance on the left for Badrock. Eventually wrapped up. Saints news. Do tell. Davis with a carry. 25 metres out. 2 tackles to go. What's the news? Who was it? Who felled it? And a kick on the last. Collected in goal by Sailor. 20 metre tap. Sailor up towards the 30. Pops up to Robertson. They said it was Saints, didn't they? I'm sure they said it was Saints. I'm going to go back. So I'm not watching it live currently. Bear with me. Bear with me. It's Alex Wormsley. Wow. Of all the players. Saints are in possession still. 30 metres out. 4th tackle. It's with them by. Now James Bell. Across to Wellesby. Carries it himself up towards the 20. Just inside the red zone. Down the right edge with Sailor. Kicks the ball through. Bit too much weight on that over the dead ball line. Damn. Oh my god. God, Saints, what are they doing? What are they doing? Can't see the Panthers losing to the Warriors tomorrow, but my predictions have been bad lately. I get you, Jonathan. I get you. The main things I was leaning into for Saints, because I backed them to win this one, was the forward pack and their defence. But they've already let in 2 tries. And they've lost their biggest threat in the forward, so that's well done me. Davis with a carry up towards halfway. Second tackle. Pape on his left to Penne. Over the 40. Could have got an offload there. It would have been tricky. But almost. Ipape. Left to Lamb. Back inside to Hodgson. Skips past one. Delaney. Gives away a penalty. Leigh might as well go for 2 here. I mean, they could just tap and go. If they did tap and go, it would be, fair enough. But honestly, they could just go for 2. 4 minutes to go in the first half. Take more time off the clock. Make it a 3-score game. They will go for 2. They will go for 2. It's 30 metres out. 28-0 for Wigan. Bloody hell. Wow. Guess your name. How about Leopards for life? O'Brien to make it 14-0. Steps up. The kick looks off. It's well wide. Collected in goal by Sailor. Carries up towards the 20. It's now with Robertson. Fair enough. Fair enough. Saints need any luck they can get right now. Felt with the next carry. Up towards the 30. Clark. Now in centre field with Bell. Left to him by. Across to Sailor. Again, eating up good meters down the left edge. They just got to find a break, though. Percival stepping. Gets an offload. Another offload to him by. Over halfway. Close towards Leigh's 40. Good meters there. Harry, I was very much aware it was you, mate. I was very, very much aware. .38 minutes on the clock. 2 minutes to go in the first half. 2 tackles to go. Whitley plays for Clark. Scoots. Oh, smashed into by a Pape. That's a high shot. Clark looks out cold. Oh no, he's okay, but... Oh, his jaw maybe. His chin. Summit. It didn't look great. Very forceful from Ipape. I don't know what the contact was like. Wells. Oh, was that a punch? Was that an elbow? There was something in there. There was something in there. Saints can't really afford to lose anybody else here. I don't know if he'll have to go for a HIA, but they can't afford to lose anyone. Oof. Is there a chance if Pape gets a yellow here? Is there a chance? I think there's half a chance. I'm not entirely sure yet. Could you say swinging arm? Contact with the head? Would you guys say yellow's fair? If they gave one, I'd be on board with it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't mind if it is or it isn't, but I'm not sure. Well, folks, it's going to be.
It's going to be a yellow card. I can't speak. You ballless git, Campbell. You dickhead.
Can't do that, Edwin. Naughty, naughty. Alex, he said it doesn't meet the threshold for high level force. High level force would mean a red. So it's going to be Ipape with a yellow card. Well, this is the door open for Saints, so if they can find some points here, it'll be huge for them. Plus, they'll get 9 minutes at the start of the second half with an extra man. So this could be what Saints needed. Joining membership soon. Lovely stuff, Harry. Lovely stuff. 15 out. Right to Wellesby. Switches back to Whitley. Up towards the 10. Saints still looking a bit disconnected here. Clark in centre field. Left to Bell. Steps off his left foot. Then his right. He's going to play this 2 metres out. Push back a little bit. Make that 5. 20 seconds to go. Left to him by. Pops up to Sirinen. Stopped a metre or two short of the try line. I mean, okay. 10 seconds to go. It's with him by. Switch back from Lees to Bell. Now with Wellesby. 5 seconds to go. Hands off to Robertson. Oh, couldn't get the ball away. And the hooter's going to sound late at the end of the first half. Deal with it. Fair play. Good scramble there. Good work. Saints still looking a bit disconnected even with the extra man. They get it done there. Robertson maybe could have got the pass off at the end. Maybe. But they're going to have to sort something out for the second half. They'll get 9 minutes to start the second half of the game with the extra man. So they might be able to get a bit of momentum to start the half. We'll see. We'll see. But it's 12-0 for Leigh. Definitely earned it. So fair play to them. Fair play. Right then. Okay. So if you want to become a member, folks, QR code on screen, link in the description. Check out the perks. Already got a couple members. Once we get to 10 active members, I'll be doing monthly giveaways as well. Behind the scenes content will be coming soon to Patreon. It's coming very soon. Callum, I remember you. I do remember. Welcome back. Okay. Let's just put a poll up. Let's put a poll up. Vote on poll that's in the chat. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know your thoughts. Oh, Smoke's in the crowd. I forgot Smoke. He's there. He's here. He's there. Leigh's been pretty solid so far. They've been able to contain Saints through the middle, restrict the meters. Doesn't help that Saints have lost Walmsley. He's done for the day. What we vote in? Well, check out the live stream chat. You will see. Who's the Leigh fan doing the commentary for this game? What do you mean? Just watched the scrap back and there was definitely a tap on the jaw from a Leigh arm. Yeah, it looked like there was a possible... I mean, maybe not a full-on punch, but it... maybe a punch. Maybe. He's a Leigh fan. Every other team that plays Saints. I thought he was, like, always up Castleford's backside. I thought that's because he used to play for him or something. I thought, well, fair enough. Should be in my city at Leigh Sports Village. Instead, I'm in Spain with no working VPN. Oh, Steph. Oh, no. Mate. What were you on holiday for? I mean, saying that, I will be next year, actually. Just realised that. Shocking. Shocking. First world problems. I suppose so. Did you read my comment? I was doing something. Like, was it your comment about eating expired yogurt? Or was it your prediction? For God's sake, Alex. Stop. Finally had confirmation that Felt survived the vicious attack from a Leigh player and is going to be okay. Splendid. Excellent. Could be worse, it could be a Saints fan stuck in Spain. That's a great point. It's an excellent point. It's unfortunate, that. It's unfortunate. I'm so sorry, folks. So sorry. Where are we at for subs? 11,841. Damn. We're getting there. It's moving. It's moving. Sport. It's all kicking off. Still watching the F1. A lot of Rugby League. Getting to the back end of the year. The NFL started. I watched Green Bay this morning. Didn't get much sleep, or as much sleep, for the NFL, or sorry, NRL game this morning, but watched the NFL, bit of Green Bay. That's my team. Everton's on tomorrow. 2-2. So I'll get to watch a fair bit of that before I have to stream tomorrow, so that's good. Everton. Bing, bing, bong. Never shone so brightly. Thanks, guys. Thanks. But no, I will not be going on The Voice. At the Brick Community Stadium, is it still 28-0? 7 a.m. game, you streaming it? Yes, I'm streaming all finals games this week. 34-0. Smearing of the blues. Feel sick, you just ate that yogurt? Well, what did you think was going to happen, Harry? I'd love to know what you thought was going to happen. Britain's Got Talent, surely? Could be any of them. Just dominating all. Paul Rowley had I didn't know that about Paul. 400 plus career games for Leigh, Halifax and Huddersfield. Okay. Fair dues. More chance of you getting a 12-incher than Saints winning this, Rob. Just so we're clear, Jamie. Is that you having one or receiving one? Because you could go out and do the latter if you go find the right person. Thanks, Jamie. Thanks. Harry, I think you need to go sort yourself out. You go sort yourself out, lad. This was a great bit of play from Lam here. Let's have a look at this. Who got caught out? Oh, they just had the numbers anyway. It's Robertson was kind of jamming in towards the back. Fair enough, that was well executed. We're talking about millimetres or centimetres, Jamie? It was your birthday on the 8th. Well, happy birthday. Belated. Hopefully, we get to see... Ooh, there's maybe a chance we could maybe see Kieran up there. Just below the camera, Saints away shirt, red and black cap, black jacket. He's in that mix somewhere. Oh, I might be able to pause it and see him. Oh, not quite, because he's going towards the touchline. So close yet so far. We'll spot him. We will spot him. One day. I told people where I sit at the Halliwell Jones, but no one spotted me yet. For some reason. It's a big yellow blob. I told people where I sit. They've not spotted me. Let's get a trumpet for Harry. Let's get a trumpet for Harry, shall we? There we go. Why do you only do commentary? What do you mean, Callum? Like, content-wise, or the stream itself? In what context do you mean, Callum? If you mean, like, why is the game not on stream, if that's what you meant, then I can't due to copyright. Because I've not paid £24 million a year like Sky. It's a smart move, Harry. It's a very smart move. Let's have a look at this poll, actually. Not looked at it. 17 votes, 71% say no. Saints will not come back. Sky haven't acted like they paid 20 million quid. They certainly have not. They certainly have not. Yes, I mean content. Will I do NRL predictions videos, Super League power rankings and predictions videos? So I do 3 videos every week. I do plan on next year, for the most part, doing at least a new video every week as well. And then streaming wise, I've done 2 Rugby League 26 streams. I've not been bothered to play the game again. I'm really not that bothered to play it. I just don't really enjoy playing it. I don't feel like there's any real skill that goes into it necessarily. It's a lot of button mashing. It's a lot of randomness. So I might have to play it again and give it another go, see if it's changed a little bit. But I was planning on doing a proper video series for that. I was thinking sometimes for streams, I could do other stuff, like I just show up midweek, chat for a couple of hours. Stuff with members. So once I've got more members in the, if you scan the QR code, yeah, there we go. Get more members. We'll do more live streams with members. Janky just means a bit like weird stuff happens. Like players can just run through other players, or it doesn't lock on, or kind of in a way. What else I mean is, why do you stream the games like showing your screen? Is it for copyright? Yes, Callum. I would not be allowed to show footage. Because the thing is, if I do my stream highlights videos, because I used to post those on YouTube, but I can upload them to TikTok, NRL and Super League ones I can upload to TikTok, but if I try and post a stream highlights video of NRL on YouTube, it gets blocked. Because the NRL content is being blocked, basically. Super League is fine, but NRL, that stuff gets blocked immediately. So I do not have the rights to show the game. That's the thing. So. I've still thought about streaming other stuff, but it's like, because the channel is Kinetic Rugby League, I would stream Siege, I would stream Rematch, I would stream... I've not played COD in ages, actually. But I guess I would. F1, I play F1 too, so... I've spoken to mates about it, they've said they're not bothered about being on stream, like, they're fine with it. But... I don't know. I don't feel like making a new channel to do that. Did you see the price for Watch NRL? Isn't it normally like... Is it 25 quid a week? Or $25 a week? You playing RL 26 on your new Xbox? Got it early, saved up? Chill money? Good stuff, Harry. Good stuff. Excellent work. Good stuff. £57 for the playoffs for all of playoffs? That doesn't sound too bad. I guess. Can we play together one stream? Yeah, when I, decide to actually get back on the game properly, I can do. I mean, I would stream other stuff as well, like... I thought about doing a Kinetic NFL channel once. I've already thought about Kinetic F1, but... I don't know. So... Just a reminder of the streams for the rest of the week. Or weekend, I should say. So for Super League, I will be streaming both Wakefield vs Hull KR and Hull FC vs Warrington at the same time tomorrow. That's a dual stream starting at 5:15. And then NRL, tomorrow morning, I'm up early. So I'm streaming Warriors vs Panthers at 6:50 AM, followed by Sharks vs Roosters at 10:35 AM. But I won't be doing a separate stream, I'll just keep it on the one stream. So it's easier. And then Sunday morning, I'll be doing Raiders vs Broncos at 6:50 AM. You gotta set up Xbox Online. Get stuck in. Get stuck in. Imagine if White turn up against FC. Anything's possible. Anything is possible. Hi, Jenna. Howdy. What will Saints do in second half? They've got the man advantage for 9 minutes. They've got to do something with it. They've got to do something with it. Brian Toto and Liam Martin are in for Panthers, so good news there. Absolutely they are. Absolutely. Players are coming back out. There's Parramatta. Sorry. My bad. I would, yes. I would. He's playing football, wasn't he, first? Right. Second half is about to get underway. Lee will kick to Saints. Just waiting for... Is this Billie Jean King? Is it? Ooh, technical difficulties. Billie Jean King. It's not Billie Jean King. Is it? I'm thinking of the wrong person. I'm thinking Ben E. King. Close enough. Close enough. Close enough. Okay. Some of the old heads in here thinking, what is this kid on about? I say kid. You know what I mean. Excuse me. Billie Jean King was... Yeah, I saw that after the Google. Here we go. Second half has begun. Saints in possession. So, again, 9 minutes with the extra man. Let's see what they can do. I do want Saints to come back in this. I'd like this to be a decent game. I mean, it definitely looks better than the other one. Offload from Whitley. Still the first. Bell up towards the 30. I think Saints might need to take a couple risks here. Not force it too much, but try and at least spread the ball out wide. Keep eating up the meters, stretch the defence, get them to do more work. Why am I so far behind? I don't think I am. Sailor carries it down the right edge, over halfway. It's true, James. True. Wellesby in centre field now with Bell. Over the 40. That's a minute gone. Last tackle, 40 metres out. Clark goes left to him by. What's the kicking like? Plenty of height. Hodgson underneath it. That's knocked. I want to say it's knocked. Was it knocked on? It went into Hodgson's head. I think it was touched by a Saints player first, then Hodgson's head. But it is collected by Charnley, and he's going to play this 5 or 6 out from his own try line. Between the sticks. O'Brien hands it off to Milo Hanley. Takes it over the 10. Push back a metre or two. Minute and a half gone. Oof. Was that possibly high? That's all good apparently. Hodgson. Now with Badrock. Up towards the 20. 2 more tackles to go. Saints really trying to restrict the meters here. Penne. 25 out from their own try line. Last tackle left to Lamb. Looking for a long kick. It's going to bounce once. Collected by Felt on his own 30. Takes it over the 40. Up towards the halfway line. It's a good territory early on for Saints. Can they do something with it though? That is the question. If they can wear down these middles for Leigh early on, that'll be huge. Time, 2 minutes 15 gone in the second half. Bell gives it to Delaney. Just over 30 metres out. Third tackle. Clark. Go right to Bell. Cross to Wellesby. Might have the numbers here. Cross to Sailor. Then to Felt. Down the right edge of the field. Near the touchline. 10 metres out. 2 more tackles to go. Robertson. Back inside to Wellesby. Goes back down towards the short side right. Charnley's trying to get on his shoulders. 15 metres out. Last tackle. What will Saints do here? Probably just kick crossfield. And by. Kicks towards the sticks. Knock on from Hodgson in goal. And then he's wrapped up. And by, lad. You got away with that one. You got away with that one. He needs to sort his kicking out in this one. There's plenty of games this year where his kicking has been good. A few mistakes, obviously, that I've talked about earlier. But this game in particular, that not a drop goal? You mean a goal line dropout? But yeah, it is. Having nosebleed, what do? You go to the bathroom. Put your head over a sink. And get a tissue and clean your nose up. Or go to a parent or guardian first. Nearly 4 minutes gone in the second half. 5 metres out, right at the post. He's going to go himself. Clark's going to go himself. 4 defenders in the frame. It's going to stop him a metre or 2 short the try line. Third tackle. Slow play the ball here. Whitley goes left to Wellesby. Pops it across to Bell. 2 or 3 metres out in front of the try line. Between the sticks. Clark. Right to Wellesby. Launches it right to Robertson. 2-on-1 possibly fell at the corner. Finally, Saints come up with something. Bloody hell. Took them 44.5 minutes, but they're in. Try given straight up by Moore. It's about time. They did need the extra man, but the fans won't mind. They just need the points right now. But I think, I think Leigh's done all right here. They've worked hard. Trying to shift across. I think it was Badrock maybe out of position, trying to jam in early, possibly. Well, there we go. 12-4 with a kick to come. Important points for Saints. Harry, just go to a parent or any adult that's in the house and tell them you've got a nosebleed. And they will assist you. They will help you. They will guide you through these difficult times. But be brave, Harry. Be brave. He'll be alright. Not quite desperate enough, Jamie. Not quite. The kick is... It's no good. No good. It is an option. Well, if you become a member... you never know what it'll turn into. You never know. So there's about 2.5 minutes to go roughly on the sin bin. Delaney with a carry up towards the 20. If Pape will re-enter the field soon. Bell with a carry over the 20 up towards the 30. Probably get a few SL players subscribing to the OF and a certain York women's player. Maybe. Saylor with a carry up towards the halfway line down the right edge. 2 more tackles to go. 7 minutes gone in the second half. Lomax is yet to come on as well, if I remember correctly. Clark with a scoot down the right edge of the field. Last tackle. It's with him by. 40 metres out. Kicks towards the back right. Hodgson underneath it. Goes up. Loses the ball. It's with Robertson. There's been a... I did talk about this in the predictions. There's been a lot of mistakes from Hodgson recently. There's been quite a few. Video ref will check. Tries given on field. He might have been tackled in the air. We'll see. But there's been a few mistakes from the young man recently. But Edwin is fuming. He might be. I guess I'll have a look. He kind of goes straight into Delaney. It's whether Delaney properly wraps. No, definitely not. Definitely not tackle in the air. I think that's a try. I think that's a try. So it is definitely a knock backwards by Hodgson. Saylor collects it. Across to Robertson. Did we not already clear who was onside or offside? Did we not already clear that? Surely we already cleared this. Did we not? Okay, that is going to be a try. 12-8. So Saints making the most of the yellow card. Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, they just needed anything, really. I will take the yellow off because by the time his kick is done, he will be back on. So it is now game on, folks. Here's a try. Agreed about Bailey and missing Armstrong. I was really excited about Armstrong because I thought he could have been up there for Man of Steel. Like, he's an exciting young prospect and could be great next year. I've been really high on Hodgson this year, but the last few months at this point, there seems to be a mistake, maybe just one, but a mistake kind of every game at this point, which he didn't do earlier in the year. It's been creeping into his game recently, so it's unfortunate. He's a young lad. He'll get there. He'll learn from these mistakes eventually. The kick is good. It is 12-8. Sorry, 12-10. Well done, me. Math is hard. Don't say it, Jamie. I know he thought it straight away, the devil child. Jack Smith says up the Leopards. Hello, Jack. Seems like a new name in here, I think. Is it? If it's your first time, welcome. If it's not, welcome back. So we cleared everyone onside, then went back to check onside. Offside. Yeah, it was ridiculous. You could tell it was literally Clark was the only one that was offside. Got to go to my rugby match. You're playing against Wigan West Tigers again. Bye. All right. Well, thanks for stopping by, Harry. Thank you. So it is 12-10. Oh, Pape's not on just yet. Any second now. 9 minutes gone in the second half. It's with Bell over the 20. So Pape is now back on the field. It's with Wellesby down the right edge. It's with Saylor. Eating up some metres over the 40. 2 more tackles to go. Clark on his left to Wellesby. Look, oh, he wanted a 40-20 there. The Mikey Lewis style 40-20. Shifting it down the left edge. Ooh, fakes the switch back. And he and Percival both fall over. Cross gives it to him by. Hits the belly of the ball from the halfway line. Bounces once on the 20. Then collected by Charnley. Just skips past one. Brought down over his own 20. Nearly 10 minutes gone in the second half. So Saints, off the back of the sin bin that Ipape got, they're now in the game. They have a presence in the game, but it'll be decent stuff. If Leigh get themselves 6 points to answer back, it'll be a pretty solid statement. Ipape with a carry up towards halfway. Good meters. Good meters. Penne with a carry up towards the 40. Left to Lamb on the last. Kicks towards the back left. Felt underneath it. And drops to the ground just short of his own 10. Plays for Wellesby. He then gives it to Robertson. That's a strong hit. Brought down just over his own 10. Clark. Now in by. Carries it himself. 15 out from their own try line. Saints with a fair bit of work to do here. Clark eventually pass it off to Passy. First time on the field. And by. Out the back to Saylor down the left edge. Across to Percival. Loses the ball. I would say that was backwards. Nearly a break for Saylor. Hands it off to Cross. But it has been called as a knock-on. Umaila Hanley. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Offengowi's on as well. Massive for the lead pack there. So this is going to be a Saints challenge. I do think it looked like it went backwards. There's also the potential that it just dropped straight down. Or because Percival was moving forwards as the ball's dropped straight down, the ball hasn't moved backwards, it just ended up behind him. I think this is a knock-on. It takes so long with these. If it touches his foot instead of touching the ground, he might be okay here. No, touch the ground. Oh my God. I'm pretty sure he's lost it. I think he's going to get away with that. I think it'll be successful. What have they given? Have they done inconclusive? Successful. I think that's pretty confident. I'm 99% sure that's a knock-on. Inconclusive would have made sense, but yeah. Pretty sure that's just dropped straight down. I think that's quite obvious. That's very, very obvious to me, but okay. Okay, back underway. Sailor with a carry up towards a 30. Out the back to and by on the last. Hits the belly of the ball. Under pressure but gets a kick away. Bounces on the 40. Collected by Hodgson. Takes it over the 40. And he's a few metres shy of halfway. Good field position for Leigh. Lamb in centre field gives it to Hanley. He's losing ground there. Loses a couple metres. 52 minutes on the clock. Dwyer on his right to Hughes, back up towards the halfway line. So now with O'Brien in centre field, switches back to Joe Offengowi up towards Saints 40. Ipape, left to Lamb, across to Hodgson, still going, he's stepping, the young man. Can he redeem himself? Do not redeem it. He's stopped 2 metres short left of the post. Last tackle, Ipape. He's going to go himself. What are you doing? What are you doing? He gets an offload somehow. Edwin, what are you doing? Good effort, Bailey. Good effort. Cracking effort. Nicole, bonjour. You're at the game. What did the ref say about that? We're lost. They said it was... Basically, there wasn't a good enough angle to tell the direction of the ball. I'm pretty confident it went straight down and then bounced backwards, so I think it is a knock-on. They're saying they couldn't tell, based on the available angles, that it was definitely knocked straight down and didn't go backwards. They assumed it went backwards because of the bounce. They just got the call straight up wrong, Nicole. That's what happened. Yeah. The referee associated with the bounce that went backwards as the ball being lost backwards, even though it was literally just dropped straight down. I was fine with it being called inconclusive if he wasn't sure, but... Anyway, we move on. 54 minutes on the clock. Hanley with a carry up towards the 30. Dwyer with a carry up towards the 40. Pape through centre field, scooting. Gives it to Hanley. Decent meters up towards Saints 40. Last tackle. Dwyer will go left to Lamb. Chips it towards the touchline. Not played out by Sailor. I think that's going to be Saints' ball. Charlie kicks at it, or kicks the ball. It hits the leg of Sailor, but I don't think Sailor's playing at it. No, that's fine. That is fine. "55 minutes on the clock. Felt with the first carry. He's losing ground. Leigh players claiming a lost ball. Okay, Offengawi. Calm down, lad. Calm down. Relax. Does he want to challenge it? Felt is fairly confident about a challenge. So the Leigh players were very confident that he'd lost it. Felt looks quite confident that he's not lost it. Claiming there's a ball still. Okay. Why would you challenge that? Well, if he's confident about it. I didn't actually see the ball being lost. I didn't see anything in there. No, that's not a strip. I mean, okay, I don't know. That's not a conventional strip for me. I don't know. I think he's just got it wrong again. I think he's actually just got it wrong again. Anyway, Saints are in possession. Wellesby, left to Delaney, takes a carry up towards the 40. $44-0 for Wigan. Fair enough. Mbai switches back to Sirinen. "56 minutes gone. Bell in centre field. Out back to Wellesby, shifting it right. Across to Sailor. Switches back to Robertson. Good meters from Saints here. Up towards the 30. What tackle are we on? Fourth tackle, I think. Wellesby, left to James Bell in centre field. Out the back to Mbai. Under pressure from O'Brien. Last tackle down for Saints. Just over 30 metres out, left to Wellesby. Puts a bomb up in the air. It's not a great one. Knocked on from cross, I think, into a Leigh player. Not great from Wellesby. Not great from Saints in general on the end of that set. Interesting. Saints have not had a great day. Really not. It's been a bit of a struggle for Leigh early on. You know, a few decisions that could have gone in their favour, that probably should have gone in their favour, but also having to, you know, really work hard, being a man down at the start of the second half. So they've not been able to establish what they had in the first half. But I guess as time goes on, maybe they'll be able to regain that territory that they had. Ipape with a carryover halfway. Dwyer at dummy half. In centre field. Goes left to Hodgson. Good carry from Hodgson. Almost clean through up towards the 30. Certainly redeeming himself for that knock on earlier. O'Brien with a kick towards the back right. It is collected by Hanley. Gets an offload kick through from Hughes. There is a very good chance this is a try. And if it is, even if it isn't, the amount of evidence that Hanley should be in the England squad since I made that claim has been overwhelming. Let's have a gander. Cass with the comeback. Oh, I'll get in. Wait, is that... Wait, my exact score prediction might be on. It might actually be on. How long's left in that? Oh, no, there's too long left. I can't have another try. I think 44-6 was my exact prediction. What did I say? 44-6 was my exact prediction for Wigan versus Cass. But there's so much time left. There's so much time. Oh no. There's so much time. This is going to be a try for Leigh here. I forgot what I said for this game. I think I said 18-14 or something. Oh, actually, I don't think... I'll just have a look. This is legit going to be a try. That's all good. That's another try for Leigh. Umaila Hanley, what a guy. What an excellent, groovy guy he is. That's close enough to the sticks as well to get the conversion. So not forward from Hanley. I actually didn't really see the pass. Hanley is great, always takes time to be kind to the kids after the game. That's good. That's good stuff. Glad to hear it. Having a look at this. So Hodgson with a bit of a break. Getting Leigh on the front foot here. With a quick play of the ball as well. Getting that defensive line out of shape. Dwyer goes right to O'Brien. Kicks towards the back right. My initial instinct, Alex, was that it wasn't forwards. And the kick is good. It is 18-10. Both of my exact score predictions are on still. I forgot to end the poll as well. But it does require Saints getting 2 tries and 2 kicks. But in the other game, and Eckersley scored. You absolute rat. Literally a minute after. It's literally a minute after. Are you taking the mick, lad? Flying across the Atlantic to USA watching. Okay, Dan. All right. Man's flying. The geezer is flying. Look at him go. You're moving with some real speed there, Dan. I see you. I'll see you. Dwyer eating up some metres over the 30. Now the 40. Look for an offload. It is forwards. Collected by Sirinen. The Saints have possession with a fresh set. 40 metres out. So with him by in centre field, left to Sailor. He's going to be stopped just short of 30. Who's down? Apparently somebody's down. Not sure who. Didn't hear. Don't know. Don't know for sure. Passy with a carry. Stopped on the 30. That is an hour gone. 20 minutes remaining. And by out the back to Sailor. Stopped on the 20. Robertson with a bit of a limp there. Looks okay though. It is with Mbai. Gives it to Bell. Spins. He's then stopped on the 20. Tried streaming, found you and subscribed. Well, thanks for stopping by, Dan. Thank you very much. It's with Mbai. Shifting it right to Wellesby. Across. A little bit wayward, but then collected by Robertson. Slips over. And he'll be stopped just short of the 20. Still not great. Not great here from Saints. 20 metres out. Last tackle, out the back to Mbai. Kicks from the 30. Fair bit of height on this one. Hodgson underneath it. Collects cleanly this time. Takes it over the 10. And he's going to play this about 13 out from his own try line. And it's Charnley with the next carry. Doesn't make much ground there. Maybe a metre or two. 61 minutes on the clock. Umila Hanley with the next carry. Over the 20. I see you, Harry. I see you. So close for the exact score. So close. Pesky Lee. Or Wigan, I should say. I don't know. Same diff. Sorry, I'm joking. Up towards the 40, there's an offload. So with a Pape in centre field. Up towards the 40 again. And over it. He's still going. What a beast. What a monster up towards halfway. Last tackle. Left to Lamb. Chips it towards the back left. Taken cleanly by Sailor. Carries it over the 20. Down the right edge of the field. Lomax on the field at dummy half. Now with Robertson. Then on his left to Cross. Making a few metres there through centre field. 62 minutes on the clock. Lomax. He's going to scoot himself over the 30. Nearly a high shot from Mulhern, but that looks okay. Now Robertson on the third. Carries it up towards his own 40. 2 tackles to go. And Bell will take a carry through centre field, just short of the halfway line. 62.5 on the clock. Lomax left to him by. Hits the belly of the ball. It's going to bounce once, twice, 3 times. A lady 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times. Hodgson takes it back over the 10. Nearly a high shot up towards the 20. Great return from Hodgson. Slips over. 25 out from his own try line. Collects that behind his own 10, I think. And then takes it up to over the 20. Great return. Got a lead player getting treatment, maybe? In the backfield? I think it's Badrock. He's alright, though. Brand with the next carry. Plays it on the 40. 63 on the clock. Hanley with a great carry. Gets an offload to Dwyer. Get him in the England squad. Do it. Brand over the 40. Just over 30 metres out. 2 tackles to go. Great momentum for Lee here. It is with Hughes. Cuts back towards the left edge of the field. If Lee can get one more, it is definitely game over. Dwyer on the last goes right to Pape. Then he goes to the left. Lamb chips it towards the back left. Charnley versus Felt. Felt goes up, collects cleanly. Well taken from Carl Felt. 22-18 was your prediction? Alright, fair enough. Might get it. You might get it. Robertson spins, takes a carry over the 10. Sailor hands it off to... I was going to say Cross then. And I'd be wrong. It was Percival. Look at me go. Sailor on the 20. He's going to scoot. Looking for a bit of space behind the ruck there. But the markers get him. Lomax. He's left to Sirinen. I think he wanted somebody else there. Gets an offload back to Lomax. And he carries up towards the 40. Last tackle. And by He's going to kick straight from dummy half. That is, mate, his kicks today have been awful. Collected by Badrock. Nearly in touch. Robertson gets hold of him. The kicks from Mbai have just been shocking today. Oh my God. Leigh in possession, 10 metres out. Still going to say Mbai is good. I didn't necessarily say that he was good. I said he's had bad games. Like, he can do bad stuff. Plus, one bad game doesn't change it as well. In centre field with a Pape, right to O'Brien. Switches back to Trout. 15 minutes to go. 5 metres out in front of the right post. Dwyer, left to a Pape, trying to crash over. He just walks through. Between the sticks, he walks through. Surely that's game over now. To be fair, Saints, they had their time when Pape was off the field. When he was out for the sin bin. Saints had their time. But Leigh have fully earned this one. You can't complain. Leigh have fully earned this. The only time they looked like they weren't competing in the game was when they were down to 12. And that's it. That is it. But they've been solid today. Like Leeds yesterday? Yeah, not great. Execution offensively has been poor. I think Saints have had some good moments shifting the ball. They've made good meters out wide from time to time. But they've not been able to find those breaks. So, yeah. I probably should have... Leigh haven't been at their best in recent weeks. They've not been at their best. I should have probably considered Saints' offense more. I thought they'd have enough defensively to be able to deal with it. But, yeah, maybe I should have taken... or given a little bit more weight to the attack. I was thinking more about the defence and the battle through the middle. Obviously, Saints lost Walmsley. That didn't help. But, yeah. Lessons learnt. Hodgson converts. It is 24-10. It was a Pape that scored. Splendid. Splendiferous. Back underway. I think so too, Dan. I think so too. 14 points in 13 minutes, or just less than 13 minutes. If it was a 12-point advantage, you could say maybe, but I think at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if Saints at least find a try, maybe two at most, but to have to score 3 times is a bit much at this point. Pape with a strong carry over the 30. Dwyer with a carry up towards the 40. And a knock on from Hodgson. Bailey is throwing this game away. No, Bailey, what are you doing? No. No. So there's going to be a scrum for Saints 40 metres out. So maybe if Saints score off the back of this set, there's enough time. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I just kind of want this game to be close, that's all. So, like, if I get excited about Saints scoring, I want the game to be closer, that's all. Before people start accusing me of, like, oh, you just hate Leigh. Cross gives it to Sirenen over the 10. Now about 4 metres out, left of the post. 6 again. In centre field with Mbai. Goes right to Wellesby. Across to Felt. Has a bit of work to do. Could have been dragged in touch there. Could have been dragged in. 11 minutes to go. Now with Welsby. Then to Whitley. Stopped on the 10. Oh, the clock has stopped. That's great. Welsby switches back to Lees. Just loses the ball. Just loses it. What are you doing? What are you doing? A stopped Sky Sports Plus clock is right once a game. Wigan's still going. Still going. Bloody hell. Bloody hell, Jamie. Bloody hell. O'Brien will feed the ball into the scrum on his own 10. Hodgson possibly hit high from Welsby. We're playing on. He's not happy with Welsby though. It's now with Charnley over the 20. Oof, big hit onto Frankie Holton from Delaney. Is that on a 6 again? No? Okay. No idea how long was left. No idea. Up towards the 40. 2 tackles to go. Is that not a 6 again? Saints really slowing the ruck down now. Ipape with a carry on the 4th. Just making a few metres there. Yeah, just start a fight with somebody. Just go for it. Lamb will kick on the last. Hits the belly of the ball. Could be a tough one to take here for Sailor. Underneath it. Collects cleanly on the 20. Oh, strong hit from Trout. He's getting dragged back a few metres. Over the 20. The energy levels are there for Leigh. The energy is there. Percival with the next carry. It's a strong run, but he's stopped almost immediately. Now we felt the Leigh defence are getting up now. They're getting up the field. They're shutting down these plays. Fourth tackle. Saints shifting it right. Welsby. Sailor. Just flat passes at the moment. Robertson near the right touchline. Stopped just short of halfway. Last tackle. Out the back to Welsby. Hits the belly of the ball. Hodgson underneath it. Collects cleanly on the 20. Returns it up towards the 30. There's a little bit of afters now. There's a little bit of afters from some of the Saints players here. They're taking a little bit longer to get up as well. Longer than normal. Look at them. Just little things every time. It's like a hand on the chest keeping them pushed down, or a hand in the face, all that stuff. And a penalty. Yeah, that's what you get for being absolute morons. Can't we swap Saints out of the top 6? Can't deal with being bummed again. It's just character development, Jamie. Just let it happen. We're going to play in Cass. They're playing Cass. I predicted 44-6, thinking it might be a bit much. Up towards the 20. Leigh have basically secured the win anyway, but if they score again, the crowd would love that. 15 metres out, third tackle, short side left to Lamb. Pops it across to Hodgson. Hodgson has had a pretty good game. He had 1 or 2 mistakes in here, but he's done some good stuff. I think he's up there for man of the match for me. Not sure who else is, but I know Hodgson's up there. Dwyer might be up there as well. Andy Pape. Oof, but a kick through. Was that from Ipape? Might be a try. Might be. We will check. On-field decision is a try. Video ref will have a gander. Having a look at the grounding. Trout leaps like a dolphin. Looks okay. I think he's got it. Doesn't look perfect, but I think he's just about got it. Saints need to get rid of Percival, Sailor, and Mbai. Those are the killers. I thought that was a band. Steph asks, have the Saints fans started leaving earlier? I think there was a chant before, a few minutes back, of we can see you sneaking out, I think. And it is a try. That is going to be 30 points to 10 in a second. Jamie. Bloody hell. Jamie, you should have seen what Paul Wellens did in Poland in 1939, mate. You should have been there, mate. It was chaos. The kick is, oh, for God's sake, Lockie Miller, it's no good. 28-10. So far in Super League this weekend, 2 wrongs, 1 right. Predictions not going well so far this week. Not good. Not good. Do you think you could do a better job than Wellens? Get in there, Dan. Send your CV in. And the player was taken out off the ball. That's a penalty for Leigh. Oh my God. 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes to go. Should never have former players as coaches. It's an interesting one. There's a lot of Wire fans there, they'd love the idea of having Breers take over. Like, that would be, it's kind of like the dream to a lot of Wire fans is Breers getting Warrington to, winning a grand final. But is he ready for it? Does he want to do it? Could it tarnish his legacy if he tries it? I don't know. There's more experienced coaches out there that I'd like. I'd like Breers to keep getting a bit more experience around and about. Maybe goes back to Australia. Maybe just another club in Super League. Just getting a bit more miles under him as a coach. And then maybe in the future. But Leigh, interception for Wellesby. Gets an offload. Saints in possession. Just less than 4 minutes to go. Well, you've got 1:20 per try, Saints. Inside Leigh territory. It's with him by. On the right to Wellesby. Robertson down the right edge. Flicks it on to Felt. Cuts back towards the middle. Breers our attacking coach. We look like we're a bunch of set eights. Bloody hell. Keep in mind he was the Broncos attacking coach in 2023 and they were incredible. Left to him by. Pops up to Sirinen. There was a bit of space on the left there. Bit of space on the left. 3 minutes to go. 3 minutes to go. Leigh in possession on their own 10. All out of here, mate. The drinks trolley is coming round on my flight. Thanks for that great job. Cheers. Thanks for stopping by, Dan. Thank you for stopping by. It's always nice to have new people in here. So yeah, enjoy. If you go into USA, I think that's what you said. But enjoy, whether it be a business trip, holiday, whatever it is. Enjoy. Have a great time. 2.5 minutes to go. Lamb on the 40. Gives it to Hodgson. So we put up some options for man of the match here. Collected by Sailor. There's a kick on the last. I'm going to shortlist a few. I'm going to go this guy. I'm going to go this guy. I'm going to go this guy. And... Sailor hands it off to Lomax, cuts back towards the middle. It's with Mbai, left to Sirinen. Then Percival, trying to get around Hanley. Brings him down. I've got 2 players in mind for the final spot on the man of the match shortlist. Chip over the top. Decent chase from Batchelor. Collects it. And then loses it. Interesting. I'm caught in 2 minds here. I'm caught in 2 minds. Screw it. I'm going to be biased on this one. He's not going to get man of the match for this game, but I just need one more name on there. Actually, no. I'm going to shortlist these guys. If anyone has a different opinion, obviously let me know, but I'll shortlist those 4 for man of the match. I think I know who I'd give it to. Well, there's 2 that are up there for me, but have a vote on the poll who you'd give man of the match to, if you were watching the game anyway. Weller was a good player, but he's out of his depth unless the team really is this poor. I think that the squad for Saints could do with some improvement. The forward pack's great, and there's some good options in there. The poll's in the live stream chat where you're talking. It's like the little white bar at the top. Few seconds to go. Counting down. Hanley with the final carry of the game. The hooter sounds. That is full time. What a great effort from Leigh that is. What a great effort. I think they loved the grind through the middle. They got stuck into the grind. They did a great job. Restricted meters for Saints. Obviously didn't help for Saints when Wormsley went off. That, didn't help them at all. But Leigh did a great job containing Saints through the middle. Saints didn't spread the ball particularly well either. There's a couple times actually they'd move the ball towards the edges and he took good meters out wide. They did that a fair few times, normally down the left edge. But didn't really create breaks. That was the problem. Until Leigh lose a man. Ipape goes off for 10. And then the 9 minutes that they get at the start of the second half, when Leigh are a man down, was the chance for Saints to get a bit of momentum, work their way up the field, and start to open up that Leigh defence that still worked very hard on their own goal line. But eventually Saints came up with points. They really needed them, came back into the game. And it took a little bit of time for Leigh to find that momentum again. It was understandable. They'd lose it a little bit at the start of the second half. Completely understandable. But they started to slowly gain that momentum back, that territory, that field position. Just kept applying the pressure, getting the kicks towards the corners, defending well, containing St. Helens again. Saints had to become a little bit more desperate moving the ball, but they still contained them. And were pretty professional. And Leigh did a good job. Fully earned that one. Fully earned it. Saints were not great. Their attack is still needs work. It has improved, or did improve a few weeks back, but yeah, Saints weren't great, but Leigh fully earned that one. So fair play. No excuse. I assume that was sent around the time I mentioned Walmsley. I'm not using it as an excuse. I'm just saying I think it's a very clear reason. Okay. Let's have a look at the poll. 8 votes, 62% say Pape man of the match. I can get on board with that. For me, it's Hodgson or Pape. I'm fine with both. Well, thank you for stopping by, folks. If you haven't subscribed, please do. We're at 11,843 subscribers. In terms of streams for the rest of the weekend, I will be streaming for Super League. I'll be back tomorrow for a dual stream, Wakefield vs Hull KR and Hull FC vs Warrington. And in the NRL, I'm streaming tomorrow morning, 6:50 AM, Warriors vs Panthers, followed by Sharks vs Roosters. And then Sunday morning, Raiders vs Broncos. I need to make all the graphics and stuff. I need to put those together for tomorrow morning. If you want to become a member, scan the QR code on screen, or click the link in the description. Check out the perks over there. Behind the scenes content will be coming very soon to Patreon. Very soon. So yeah, get on over there, have a gander. Well, yeah. If I don't see you for the rest of the weekend, have a great rest of your weekend. Well, yeah. See you next time.